Welcome. It's the Monday edition of the Chain Gang Sports Show. So much to talk about over this next half hour. We've got golf. We even played in a tournament over the weekend. And wow, we'll tell you how that went. NHL, NBA playoff action, Major League Baseball. Who's hot, who's not. So much to talk about here on the Chain Gang Sports Show.
We want to give a big shout out to the U.S. News and Entertainment Network for producing this show. Please like, subscribe, and share to stay up to date.
All right, it's the Chain Gang Sports Show broadcast from the Flagler Voice podcast studio, powered by the U.S. News and Entertainment Network. Things are indeed better with us. And I tell you what, we're going to have to give some assistance to those New York Mets. They're on an 11-game losing streak. Talk about who's not hot right now. An 11-game losing streak. They haven't had that happen to them since 2004.
Yeah, I mean, in that division, too. That could be catastrophic. I mean, they're the worst team in baseball, and they've been on the road. They wait till they come home.
Well, now they are home.
Yeah,
they start a 9-game homestand. So
Queens is not going to be welcoming.
Oh, man, and they know it. Now, over the weekend, Carlos Mendoza, the Mets manager, said, we're pissed. We want to win. The fans are pissed, but pissed isn't going to get it done.
No.
And I got to believe if they don't do well on this homestand, then we may see a change at manager. I don't know if it's too early, maybe, but
yeah.
You know what? An 11-game losing streak, that stands out. On the flip side, you've got 3 teams, the Braves being one of them, on a 5-game winning streak. They're doing well. Dodgers, of course, still on top as far as the best record. We'll talk more about that. Karaoke Courtney, how was your weekend?
It was great.
Oh, man.
Great to be here.
I tell you what, we got to hear her sing right after the show on Thursday.
You sang too. It was really good.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Check's in the mail. It should arrive by Friday. Make sure, I'll have to check, make sure the address is correct, too. I don't want to send it to the wrong one. Hey, but we were at a tournament on Saturday.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Oh, well, for some it went well. For others, just wanting to keep it on the course to find your ball after you hit it. You know what was astonishing to me was on the few occasions where I actually got some lift and I hit one down the center, we hopped in the cart, Alan and I, and it just seemed like it was just a few, yards away. It looks good, but when you get out on that cart, you're on top of the ball in no time.
Yeah, we played well.
Yeah.
5 under is not. It's not
bad.
It's not winning. It's not winning a scramble, that's for sure. But it was fun. I think we had a lot of laughs. That's for sure.
Well, I think the participation trophy should have been.
Yeah, we would have gotten that.
Yeah, we would.
I was happy. I really hit the. I was surprised because I hadn't played in a while. I hit the ball well.
Well, you know what? It was a fun afternoon for a worthy cause, and I know you know a whole lot more about it because it's an annual thing.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time that's happened. Right? By the way, I brought some of Tommy Thunder's teas. I had them in my pocket here.
Good luck.
Wanted to make sure I gave them to you because, you know what? Those are mighty fine teas.
Were those the one Mikey Balls left after each shot? He left one.
He
left one in the grass, right? Didn't he?
Yes, he did.
You're supposed to pick them up?
Yeah. Yeah. You can reuse them. And he just left it every time. And then I even seen him tee one up in the fairway. I go, brother, you can't. That's frowned upon.
Well,
he goes, yeah, but the ball goes up in the air then.
You know what though, when you hit one and it's good and you stand back and you look at it, it's like a home run, going over.
You hold the post.
And then you forget about the tee.
Held it.
That's it. But a fun time out there, worthy cause, and it took about 4 hours, I think, to do 18 holes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interestingly, before we jump off that subject, that tournament was for the Flagler County Drug Court Foundation,
right?
And I think it was the 4th annual. But interesting thing, we had that pro this year. That was,
was psychotic. Tell me that wasn't psychotic.
That was amazing.
When the pastor said that he outdrove him, I'm going to tell you.
Pastor's kid.
Yeah.
PK. PK.
Yeah.
Pastor's kid.
But he could say what he wanted, but we found the ball because we were right behind them. Oh yeah, you with me? We found the ball. It was in the woods, so he hit a tree. Which that's because he was trying to cut the corner. The
pastor's kid said that he thinks it hit a tree.
Yeah, but the one he hit for us.
But he was still. What did he say? He was. How many yards was that hole? Do you remember?
490. And we were 100 out.
Right,
No.
and the PK said that his ball was roughly 110 yards out.
Yeah, so he hit the one he hit for us. We were right at the 100-yard mark.
Yeah,
So yeah,
so within
The
10
kid
yards.
can- hey,
though.
listen,
within 10 yards. I mean,
Yeah,
and the
but-
kid's what, 18 years old.
Yeah,
but
but-
I don't know what the age of the pro was.
that being 6'5" is what he probably is. Maybe even taller than that. He's a big
No,
kid.
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, but you generate such club speed when you're that big. You're that tall. You generate all kinds of speed.
Windmill.
And that little guy, the pro, wasn't a big guy, but he was cut. He was
Oh
ripped.
yeah.
And he swung.
Right.
The thing it like
Got
broke
the swing.
broke the sound barrier when he
The
was
practice
swinging.
swing, you remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But-
Pretty intimidating.
Yeah, it
when,
was
when you
good-
hear.
it was good.
Well, I heard the whoosh out there from some of ours in the foursome out there
Yeah.
too.
It sounded more like hitting the ground.
It was the ground.
Yeah.
The ground got beat up.
I was letting Mikey Balls use my driver, and every time I was like off the ground. I'm like, okay, that's not good for that club.
Yeah,
Not
the
meant to hit the ground.
the
You knew what a
course.
putter was?
He no. Somebody said which one's the putter. No, Mikey did. Yeah, he said which one's the putter, and then I showed him mine because it's the Odyssey 2-ball putter. He goes, man, they've changed.
CBS had the coverage of the RBC Heritage Classic out there at Hilton Head Island, South Carolina this past weekend. And there was I forget which golfer, but he put the ball bounced into a divot, so you could only see about half of it.
Fitzpatrick. It was
Was it
one-
Fitzpatrick?
101.
Did you see
yeah,
that?
because he said it. He goes something about. He made a comment that, that's what all I needed now. Because he hadn't won in a while.
And you saw the shot he pulled off, despite that?
Yeah.
Incredible.
They're incredible. I mean, you see the one Scheffler hit from behind the tree where his club hit the tree. They're that's a totally different. If you play the game, you get out there, you can see how difficult the game is. First of
Yeah.
all, but also
yeah.
how good they are.
Oh, yeah. When you play it, whatever level, just like myself, first time ever out on a course, and then you see what it takes to even find where the flag is, just to see the flag. You got to bring the binoculars.
Well, at least the sciatica and the quads hung.
Oh,
they
let me
stayed
tell you,
back.
I came out of that totally unscathed as far as the pre-existing injuries here. So didn't end up causing that to be any worse for wear. But I tell you what, I look forward to next year's tournament
Yeah, NBA.
as well. In fact, I'd like to get my sons involved in that
Yeah, no, that'd
too,
be good.
because you know what, that would be the first time for them out there on the course. Maybe we'll practice a little bit. I'll
Yeah,
come back.
let me know anytime we go out there.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Well, I tell you what, the NBA. Courtney, what do we got for scores for last night?
Well, good thing, gladly, the Celtics beat the 79ers,
Boy, here we go.
76ers, 123-91. They knew they were going to win. I had faith.
You had faith?
Yeah.
You had that green clover working, the 4-leaf clover?
Got the green on today.
There you go. Look at the
You know, I forget how many meetings they've had. The Celtics and the 76ers, I believe, they've met in the playoffs
Oh,
more than
gosh,
any other two teams.
No, that was an old rivalry. That back when Dr. J was there. That was
Dr. J, Andrew Toney,
Moses Malone.
Caldwell. Yeah. What else do we have?
I know another shocking thing. Magic beat
That was
the
shocking.
Pistons 112-101.
That was
shocking.
shocking.
Will it
Shocking.
last? Bankero had the big game.
Yeah, but did you see Bankero pick Cade Cunningham, picked his pocket, and
Yeah.
then went down and threw one down? That place was silent.
Tobias Harris and Duran, they've got to get it together. They can't just beat Cunningham.
Yeah,
it can't
no.
be a one-man team.
Yeah, I know. I'm blown away. Well, Wembanyama, what did San Antonio? What was the final in that court? They San Antonio. In the Spurs play.
Oh, yeah. The Spurs won the Trailblazers 111-98.
So that's Wembanyama's debut as a playoff player in the NBA, and I think that's he's the real deal.
You know, Kendrick Perkins, we mention him every now
Big
and
Pert.
then. Yeah, Big Perk. He feels it could be the Celtics and maybe San Antonio
Yeah, I
in the
think
NBA Finals.
Yeah, I mean that's not going out on a limb.
No, you're not predicting anything.
Yeah, that's not saying the Magic's going to be there.
No, we wouldn't. I don't think we'd go that far.
Right.
But if they did, that would be a huge story, though.
Yeah, no question.
You know,
I mean, it's
they were very inconsistent this season.
And then the next was Thunder beat the Suns from 119 to 84.
Yeah, that wasn't as shocking as OKC is coming to play. They play they're deep. They play together. They're they're the We Are family of the like the Pirates of '79.
And they've got a good defense too. So I mean, they're a complete team.
No, yeah, no,
A complete team.
Like I said,
Defending champions.
deep with guys that are, not big names in the NBA. I mean, that's Shea Gilchrist-Alexander is probably the one that's most noted.
That's the one.
But after that, I mean, I bet you could go to people and name 3 OKC Thunder players, and it'd be difficult.
I think Wemby and
For the
for the MVP. Yeah.
I know we'll be watching the Knicks against the Hawks tonight at 8 p.m.
Oh, that's a big one there.
Representing Brunson.
That was
Big Cat.
That was a big one on Saturday.
It sure was. Big Cat came out and played 25 points in the second, in the game, 19 in the second half. That was big because Brunson scored his in the first half. So we had, but we needed Big Cat to have that kind of game, and he better have that kind of game against Atlanta because Atlanta doesn't have any big men.
Yeah.
So he's, we used him and Robinson a couple times, and that's where the surges came when they played 2 bigs.
That's it. Hawks in the Knicks, game 2 tonight. You got to go with the Knicks.
I hope so. The Garden is just the Garden's so electric when it comes to playoff time. Listen, the first round, I feel comfortable about beating it. We'll beat Atlanta, but I tell you, I'd love to see the Magic pull it off, take Detroit down, and then it's just the Knicks and Boston would be.
Oh yeah, if you're a Celtic,
A dream game.
Yeah.
Or Knicks fan, yeah, you got to be pulling for Orlando. But I don't know. I just don't see it. Maybe they go 5-6 games, but I don't think Detroit's going to fold.
Detroit's not playoff. Well, I guess they have.
But you have to admit, we were expecting Detroit to just romp in that game. For all, when you look at their season compared to Orlando's. But instead of bringing out a Corvette in Detroit yesterday, they brought out an Edsel. So we'll see what happens. And what's the rest of the NBA playoff docket look like tonight?
Raptors against the Cavaliers at 7 p.m. Timberwolves and Nuggets at 10:30 p.m.
Timberwolves and Nuggets. That's a
interesting series.
Denver won game 1.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the Timberwolves had. I mean, Anthony Edwards has got to come. He's got to come out and show.
Got to show up.
Show up and show out, because otherwise they're in trouble. I mean, not Julius Randle and DiVincenzo, 2 ex-Knicks. I thought, DiVincenzo's not doing the things he's supposed to do, which is sad because, back when he was part of the Villanova connection with the Knicks. But, I mean, Denver's Denver. I mean, Jokic, they're still Gordon. I mean, they still got some players there.
Lakers end up winning because the Lakers are the Lakers, but no doubt the absence of KD for Houston.
Oh, that's huge. I mean, KD, that injury bug has got that man for the last 5 years. He has not had a KD like he, so it's a shame.
But I always say
he's still a Hall of Famer.
I mean, that's the expected kind of win because it's a home team. 7 of 8 home teams won over the weekend in NBA playoff action.
Yeah, the Magic was the only one, right?
Yeah, the Magic, the only team to win on the road. But we'll see what happens. 3 games tonight. Then the NHL. Wow, Buffalo making their first playoff appearance.
I love when you said Buffalo. You saw the body language of Courtney and Mr. Producer.
Oh yeah, there's a good
Shoulders
reaction.
Shoulders got a little slumped on the.
It was a close game.
Now, hey, listen, you guys had the lead going into the third period. Boston came.
They came back,
and they
4 goals in the third period,
and doing it without guys that are no big names in Buffalo.
No,
a bunch of
Tage Thompson.
Yeah, that's it.
He ended up scoring 2 goals within 3 minutes apart. That's what really set things
Canadians
on track.
What did the Canadians play last night?
Canadians, yeah.
Yeah, Canadians beat the Lightning 4-3.
Oh, that's right, overtime.
In overtime.
Yeah, so that's right.
In Tampa.
In Tampa, bad penalty to cause.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of controversial how it ends.
Yeah, it is. That's a shame. I hate when it's taken, a penalty or something like that because it's already 4-on-4. So now 4-on-3. I mean, 3 people covering the space of a hockey, an offensive zone. That's not easy.
I like these series, though, in the East, the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
You expect Colorado and Minnesota and Dallas. That's the top 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the Avalanche
in the
I
West.
think, took care of business too. The Avalanche won.
Yeah, the Avalanche. Well, and they're expected to.
Yeah, that's true.
Although there are some that say Minnesota may be actually a team that could end up in the finals.
Dallas losing. What was it? Friday, Saturday night. I think.
Saturday,
Dallas
yeah.
Yeah, that's a big loss too.
That was a big loss.
Dallas
It's going to be interesting to see because that's at home.
Yeah.
And when you lose at home, you know that's a real downer there.
Yeah, it is. I think the NHL will. The interesting series for me on the West Coast is the Rangers West team. The
the Anaheim Ducks.
Anaheim Ducks and the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, like I said, when you look at it, the East has been so much stronger than the West.
Yeah.
So, but Colorado is definitely the top team. The President's, and there's that curse too to be the President's Cup winner. Not too many teams end up on top at the end, being the President's Cup winner. It's like a curse. It's like that old John Madden on the cover thing. You don't want to be that player.
No.
And we have some Major League Baseball action. Today, of course, the Red Sox-Tigers playing earlier, and we have some games, I believe, starting up at 6:10, something like that, 9 games.
6:45, the Yankees and Red Sox.
Oh, that is tonight.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's tomorrow.
that's tomorrow's.
Oh, that's right.
But the
'cause,
Yankees killed the Royals 7-0.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shutout. Hey,
Will Warren.
Will Warren, yeah, but Aaron Judge with his 9th home run. Ben Rice, 8 home runs.
Eighth. Ben Rice.
Yeah.
Listen, he's built. His swing is built for Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
That short
Oh,
pitch.
yeah,
He's a dead pull. I mean, he's a pull hitter, and he gets a complete turn. He doesn't miss it. He doesn't miss out on a swing. That kid can just flat out swing the bat.
Stanton did not play in that game.
No,
but
no.
he's also done
But
well.
Grisham's starting to come around a little bit. The Yankee
Yeah,
offense.
Grisham.
Listen, Kansas City is the right team we needed at this time. You
Well,
know what I mean?
that was their
To get
7th
off-
straight loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. It was a good timing for us to maybe get the bats, get a little confidence going, and see. But Judge is hitting his 9th and Rice is 8th. I think they're both league. I mean, that's league leading the 9th, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Leading
Oh,
the
yeah.
league.
Yeah, the Mets were a team. It's surprising. Before the season started, they were. It was an 84% chance that they would, maybe win it all.
84%.
I think it was. Some people said 84%, and now it's down to 42.
I can't. That with baseball being 162 games.
162. Yeah, it's the longest season.
Yeah,
Wow, that is long.
that's long. And listen.
Would they start out with the highest payroll?
Oh, yeah.
352 point something million.
It's ridiculous.
And 11 losses.
And Soto's out, and Bichette is
He's
checked out.
Yeah, well, his bat's been out.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But Soto's supposed to come back, and it was a strained calf that's kept him out for so long.
And a strained calf turns into an Achilles. I've seen it happen multiple times, which is pretty scary. So you got to be, you do so much favor in the calf, and you right. Mr.
Oh
Quad.
yeah.
The chopping gang.
The chopping game. Well, I don't.
The quad chop. That's the new name. The quad chop.
The quad chop. When it
Johnny Quad
There
Chop.
was the icky shuffle. Now we've got the quad chop.
Johnny Quad Chop. That's it. Johnny Monte Carlo's out. The quad chop.
Quad chop. Yeah, people will say, "What nationality are you?" Yeah, a quad chop. Huh? Yeah, but I got to tell you though, the Mets. It's a long season.
Very long.
Mendoza's a nice guy. And
Yeah, you know what nice guys do in anything. They finish last.
That's right. They finished last, and he's only in his 3rd season now. So
Yeah. I worked out with him at the LA Fitness in Port St. Lucie. The Mets worked out there. That's the only gym, I guess, in town, and they don't have it at the facility. So when I go to the gym, it would be all the Mets with all the guys when spring training was going on. It was pretty cool.
So you were powwowing with
Yeah. Tim Tebow was right next
Tim
to me.
Tebow. Look at that.
That was when he was there. Yeah, he signed a shirt for my mother. One of the great human beings of all time.
Yeah.
No
No.
question. Tim Tebow.
Yeah, Tim Tebow is.
And you know what?
true.
The hatred for him, all because
I don't know why.
he would go to his knee and pray.
It kind of
And because
tells
he
you
talked about
something.
God. I mean, that's criminal.
Kind of tells you something about people in general.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Because I thought that was a great thing, a great display.
Yeah, you remember they had
Nothing wrong with
the
that.
T-shirt with him. Like
Oh,
this,
yeah. But
And my daughter was in Florida at that time, so we got to go see Tim Tebow during that 4-year span of 4 national championships, 2 basketball, 2 football.
Oh, yeah.
2
Yeah, the
football.
Gators were dominating back then in the early, 2006, 2007.
I remember when they were
2008.
celebrating. My daughter would call us. They were celebrating. They were all dancing in the fountain for the first title for the first year. They had the fountain in down in the quad of Gainesville. Everybody's dancing in the fountain. By the third championship, the second NBA, the second college basketball one, they had all the street signs and everything. The traffic light posts were all greased. The fountain was off.
The posts are greased.
They greased so the kids couldn't climb it. But
wow.
That's what you call national championship prevention.
Right.
Prevention.
You got to prepare for it. There's crazy things happen when teams win a championship. There's a lot of rioting going on.
Oh yeah, whether it's
People getting hurt.
But you think college, you think, all right, they're kids, they're bombed. They were out
Right.
partying since 7 a.m, and you had fraternities and all that. But when, do you remember when Detroit won the what was it? The Red Wings. No, it was
Red Wings.
It was the Pistons back, and the whole city went on. They lit the city up. They were firing, flipping cars. I'm like, boy, is that celebratory?
Yeah.
That's more like
A lot of cities have experienced that. You have to prepare for, even the ticker tape parade that they throw sometimes. A lot of things can happen. People get a little overzealous
choke on some
in
shredded
celebration. And then things happen to the Stanley Cup or the Lombardi Trophy,
Those are some
too.
great trophies. Well, yeah, what was the last one? The Lombardi Trophy. Brady threw it from the back of the boat. Remember that?
Right.
Down the river in Tampa.
Even
I'm like, oh.
even some of the players. By the way, I don't know if you saw it. I didn't really get to watch it, but it was a big event, the 42nd WrestleMania in Las Vegas over the weekend. ESPN.
I did the first one. I'm not doing
with the coverage.
42nd.
No, 42nd.
I did the first one.
The first one.
WrestleMania 1. The Fridge was in it. William the Refrigerator Perry. Andre the Giant.
And when do you think of WrestleMania? For those of us that go back that far, what's the number one wrestler you think of? Is it Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Because of that, at
Hulkamania, because
Hulkamania.
that was when he came. Remember, he was a bad guy. Then he came back as a good guy. Hulkamania. That was wild. That was. I mean, it went wild. You got the. I'm not going to get into the wrestling, the fake and the real, but these athletes today that do the wrestling, man, they do some crazy stuff.
It's scripted. They even admit it.
Oh yeah, sure.
There's no hiding it.
No.
But the injuries are real.
Yeah, smacking somebody in the face with a chair still causes blood.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
Now I know that there was history like they used to have under the mat. When a guy was down on the mat, he put his hand over his head. There would be razor blades.
Right.
in different
Dusty
spots.
Rhodes
Yeah.
would have these razor blades taped to it, and he would scratch you. You saw his forehead how, to get the blood trickling.
Yeah.
But anybody that's getting up there on top of a ladder and then falling onto another ladder.
They're throwing them off and smashing them with and then smashing them over the head with it.
Things can go wrong. Well, look at what happened in, I think it was Kansas City, Missouri, many years ago. Owen Hart,
yeah.
and falling from the ceiling there. That was, that was part of the show, but it all went wrong.
Yeah.
So there's a big risk there in doing that kind of stuff. But it's always comical. We know it's scripted. They're laying on the announcer's table, and they're like waiting for somebody to come off the top rope.
Yeah.
And it is comical. In fact, I'm kind of surprised. Now you have ESPN giving highlight to that on Sports Center, for Pete's sake.
That's because they bought the rights.
Right.
They own the
Well,
WWE.
You have to think,
WWE.
what is ESPN all about? Entertainment.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And what bigger form of entertainment is there in America than wrestling? How it's endured.
Lord, don't
Incredible.
say that. That breaks my to even hear that.
Oh,
but I know you're
people
right.
of all ages.
Yeah, well, that just kills me, man. It kills me.
Unbelievable.
Now, there's been a few true wrestlers that have spun into that, but a lot of them are like, no thanks.
Yeah.
But the MMA is the new violent, real
UFC.
Yeah.
The big,
UFC.
that's because there's really not too much to talk about in the way of boxing.
How about Dana White could be one of the richest men
How do you
in
figure?
sports from that? Yeah, they're fighting in Abu Dhabi when
it.
there was COVID. Remember, there was nobody else open.
That's
so
it.
They did
Yeah.
fights there.
Oh, the COVID years. Yeah, it was a strange time in every respect.
Yeah.
Got something big coming up. We talked about Carlos Mendoza on the hot seat with the Mets. How about the other Mendoza that's name is prominent in sports? Fernando. Number 1 pick coming up. The Raiders. That's what everyone's expecting. That's on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Of course, we'll be on live 6:30 to 7:30. Tommy Thunder, Karaoke Courtney, and yours truly, Johnny Monte Carlo. We're going to be on Thursday.
Johnny Quad Chop.
No, Johnny Quad Chop. I got to get used to that. Johnny Quad Chop.
We won't call you the Quad Chop.
But that's
Monte
Thursday, and basically the show is going to be dedicated to the NFL draft.
And you know, because now that you and Karaoke have to do a duet after.
Oh yeah, we'll be out
after
there.
watching you. You killed it with Billy Joel.
No, you did. You killed
Well,
it.
I appreciate that.
You two were the only ones that
He
got.
forgot to record.
You know, I saw the recording
here
you
we go.
sent.
There's the bus ride. Ralph Cramden.
He sent what he was recording. I saw
here
the
we go.
floor. I saw the floor.
Yeah,
I literally
exactly.
had the floor.
Yeah, wait a second. I never got it up in the air.
For a
No.
brief moment, a brief floating, flirt, just a little bit of the stage, and I think he got my legs there.
I recorded you, but he forgot to record me.
No, but does the one I sent you have any picture of you on the
There's
stage?
a little video and the first maybe couple of lines. Of
Maybe
my
I did
life.
when I handed you the phone to do it.
Yeah.
I might not have had record pressed.
Might not have.
I don't know.
People wonder why we don't let him run the board back.
But hey, we'll get more, and of course we'll have halftime on Thursday.
Yep.
Karaoke Courtney, she'll be doing our halftime
Yeah,
show.
soon to be
about
a
30
duet
minutes in.
one day.
Oh yeah, we'll put that together. We
Yeah.
definitely will. NFL draft on Thursday. Will the Mets win a game this week? They take on the Twins. I believe a 3-game series there. A 9-game homestand.
Yes.
Hopefully for Met fans that are watching, listening. Hey, give us a call on Thursday night.
Yeah.
386-251-8100. Take that number down, 386-251-8100. We appreciate your likes, your shares, your follows, and to subscribe to the Chain Gang Sports Show. Of course, we'll be on Mondays at 7 o'clock and also live 6:30 to 7:30. Of course, we do it live every show. We never stop. We just keep going with what's on our minds here sports-wise.
Yeah.
And we'd like to hear from the people and find out what's on their minds sports-wise. You don't have to agree with everything we say. In fact, sometimes we don't even agree with everything we say, but for the most part,
Yeah.
I think we
Other than the whole Boston, New York thing.
oh, that Boston, New York, there's a little bit of
Yeah, well, the guy who's got the board has the controls. Yeah, I think the Yankees have hit the cutting room floor a few times.
well, let's see, between Karaoke Courtney and our producer, they've got the upper Northeast covered, right? All things Boston, Connecticut, all the New England states.
Yeah.
And then you've got New York, New Jersey, and I've got the southern end with Miami, all things Florida.
Yeah,
So
We got it all covered.
we got the East Coast.
and we're looking to possibly
Bring in some South Carolina.
have a guest on and talk sports with us as
Yeah,
well.
that's a good idea.
That would be interesting.
Trying to get the general manager or / I should say head of player personnel and marketing for the Tortugas.
Yeah, the Tortugas. That was,
he's,
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Jackie Robinson was
sold
on
out
last week.
They sold out 3-game series last week against the Port St. Lucie Mets. They sold out all 3.
You know his widow is still alive
Yeah.
at 104.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
that is amazing.
Well,
That is amazing. Well, let's hope we talk more about the Tortugas coming up too.
that's right. Tortugas. So much happening coming up. But again, hats off to Tyler Reddick. 5 wins in the first 5 wins out of the first 9 NASCAR races. Michael Jordan on
killer.
top of the NASCAR world
I
right
know.
now.
Can you imagine that? It's crazy.
Well,
But,
Karaoke Courtney, until Thursday when we put it all together with the NFL draft. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we should fire up that I think it was back in 1974, Alice Cooper with School's Out, because school will be out in Pittsburgh. They're expecting like 300,000 people to converge.
Oh
Heinz-
yeah, for
Heinz
yeah.
Field,
It's
in that
amazing to
area
me to
there.
watch some guy walk across the
To put on a hat
yeah
and the number 1 jersey. Everyone's wearing number 1.
yeah.
And there's
First
going to be
round.
Some NFL stars, of course, come out
Speaking
and
of
announce
which,
the
what do you
picks.
think of the Dexter Lawrence trade?
That's changed kind of like the whole
Sure. Now the
trajectory.
Giants
Of,
have 2 picks in the first round.
Yeah.
And
that was big.
And Cincinnati gave Lawrence a boatload of money, and they extended his contract. So
Well,
good for Dexter. Good for the big fella.
Yeah.
I like Dexter Lawrence.
And
It's good for football.
Bengal fans are feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, especially because they lost Hendrickson.
Oh yeah, that was a big loss.
Yeah, it was.
Big loss.
All right, brother.
Hey
Great
guys,
show, Courtney.
have a
Great
great
show.
week. Yeah, we'll see you Thursday.
We want to give a big shout out to the U.S. News and Entertainment Network for producing this show. Please like, subscribe, and share to stay up to date.